There we go. Now we are cooking with some grease. I don't know what happened there, but for some reason it was not showing up. So if anybody is just now catching up or trying to attach to the other one, I'm sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. So I just decided to just reload and come back into this. So it didn't look like anybody was watching at the time. So, all right, I'm going to share this really, really fast. Copy link. I'm just going to share it in one spot. So if anybody is watching and I would appreciate it if you would share this in Discord, please. And I'm just going to share this on Twitter really fast. And then I guess, I could share it in Discord. Okay, I see somebody's jumped in finally there. See, I don't know what happened. I guess nobody was able to catch on the other side. So, all right. Now that I did that, go share this in one more spot. And, oh my gosh. Content. There we go. Whoa. Should not have shared all of that. Alright. So let me get this saved really fast and we can get going. And boom! Okay. Close that, close that. Just put that down, get a drink, and there we go. Whoa! Crazy camera. Okay. So, for anybody catching up into the stream now, just getting in here. This is the city of Foosha. We started this a couple weeks ago. I do have 2 other cities going on, and so we did go to those 2 cities the last couple weeks. And now we are here. Hey, Chris, welcome. And so now that we're here, here are the plans. We are going to expand the city out a little bit. We're going to continue kind of pushing the grid style. We'll try changing things up a little bit. I'm early. Yeah, I guess. Technically, for some of y'all, I'm actually a half hour late for being here in the U.S. So, but that was because Demetrius had his premiere going, and I wanted to catch that. I wasn't gonna try to interfere with his. We get a lot of the same viewers, so I just decided to wait. It'll be changed by time change will be happening by next week for them, for everybody in Europe, and. So yeah, it'll be back to normal next week. So we're going to expand the city out, and we're going to add in a train track over here, because we're going to add the cargo station in. Then as we expand this way, what I want to do is I'm going to build the city a little bit more down here. Have a good idea for that. In 2 weeks? Wow. That's interesting. It's crazy, to be honest, when the time changes happen. I guess it has to do with where the sun is, where you're at in the earth, things like that. Then we're going to start expanding the city this way past the freeway here, because I want to get down here to this train track. This train track is what I plan on using for incoming and outcoming civilians, I guess, for people. Moving people in and out. And then this line I want to strictly use for moving cargo in and out. That way I don't have any intercepting trains anywhere. If I need to expand the city over here, put in a cargo line, I'm going to just run the cargo train over this way somehow, and we'll get it figured out. So always the last weekend in March and the last weekend in October. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't even know what ours is based on. I just wait until somebody says, hey, don't you know it's the time change? I'm like, no. All right, I guess I'll just wait for my clock to change itself. It is attached to my internet, so. All right, let's see here. So the plan is we're going to... Hey, Drackart, thanks for joining, man. It's probably a little early for you now, or usually for me. But, so we're going to expand the city out a little bit here. But I think first we should get our train station going over here and do a little bit of work that I need to do. So, one of the benefits of the U... Used to be a mess here, too. Yeah. And now you have some states that are, like, voting or whatever to get rid of it altogether. So I'm not 100% sure how to take that. All right, that's not the road I want. I want this road. Oh, I can't wait until we get some updates for this. They're teasing us again on City Skylines on Twitter. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. But they are definitely teasing us again. So I'm going to upgrade these roads here. This one... Get over here. Then I'm going to expand them. I want to get those a little bit further up here. That way, there we go. I don't want to attach any roads into this one specifically. Let's see here. City Skylines, they just put out a new tweet, actually. The tweet was something about, what was that? So if you haven't seen it yet, we've got more in store for City Skylines, and they're showing off, it looks like, so if you look at the GIF that they put on there, a little video thing, it's like 2 seconds. It looks like a double-story building with different, like a little mall, like a mini mall, but it's 2 stories. So that's going to be really interesting what they got coming for that. I'm sure it's going to be coming to PlayStation 4 version, probably not the remastered version yet, because we're dealing with not having all of the updates, as you can see right now with my roads. And so the reason I did that road like that, you'll see here in a second. I wanted to add roads like this so I can have more industries coming through here. I'm going to do a little building destruction there. And then on this road, this is going to be completely separate. I don't know if this is going to work out. This is probably a dumb idea, but I just thought this would be cool to try. Hey, Jen, thanks for joining. Because I want to put the train station here, just kind of in the center. That way the train station has its own road, its own, like, back and forth. Everything down here can stay separate from it. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we'll see. If it doesn't, we'll just get rid of this second road altogether. Maybe it doesn't even need to be that close, because it does kind of... Well, we're going to do this really quick. Let's get rid of all that. Let's see how traffic flows at this point. Alright, that was upgraded. That's why it changed. That upgraded. Okay. So we need some water lines. You know what? I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't like it. But what I do feel comfortable doing is this. Just doing that, adding that road in. Then actually, I was hoping to kind of there we go. And that way it has like a little bit of an in and out area. I'm not going to add it on that side. Matron, welcome. All right. So I expanded that up just a little bit so we can add in some more industrial area stuff. We're going to get some water lines ran. Let's get these just kind of filled in for the moment. Let's just do that, because it doesn't need a lot right now. I probably should actually add a few offices, but we'll do that in a moment. Probably not far enough for offices yet. Christopher, welcome. Let's see, am I missing anybody? I hope not. I hope I'm not missing anybody. If I am, I'm sorry. Welcome. And let's see here. So I just added that in. We need to get some water lines ran before they start complaining. You know how these Sims get. And if any of you are like me, you are super excited for City Skylines 2. And I just want to say that I really, really hope that they are thinking of the console players, like, a little bit more than on this. Like, I'm going to come up with a wish list type of video, I guess, for console players specifically. And we'll see what happens. Alright, let's get... Oh, you want power now? Hopefully some... I'm not going to worry about the power right this second. But, I mean, there's so many things I watch PC players do. And I just really, really wish that we could do a lot of that stuff. So let's see here. I'm going to add... Let's see if I can get this to the right spot. Nope, not going to let me. So we'll go with this. I don't know why it's trying to do that to me. Alright, we'll just go like that. That works. So all this is technically dead track over here. You're never going to see a train on it at all. So I'm not worried about coming off of that right there at all. It's not going to hurt me in any way. Oh, your video was great, Drackart. I enjoyed it. The story was cool. Like, I really enjoy when people add stories to their cities. Like, that's one of the things that drew me to... Hey, Spuds. Welcome. It's one of the things that drew me to City Planner in the first place, was he had stories and everything. And, But yeah, I find it hard to make up stories myself, so that's why I enjoy watching other players who can come up with that stuff. So, yeah, this is all dead track over here, like I was saying, so I don't worry about coming off of it right there, because this just kind of has, like, if I was to create a story, this was part of this whole mining operation up here. I do kind of have a story behind the map. So there's like a waterfall on that side and this lake. So there's a natural spring in the mountain that got hit by the mining company, and it flooded them out, and that's why they're no longer here. And we have this dilapidated warehouse with the train track running through here. It has some abandoned cars and such up here. When I built this map, I thought of a few of these things. I just really liked the way that it kind of made the map look a little bit better. Like there was something here once. So you have I used these bunkers. They didn't have guns on them, so I thought they would fit in perfectly for a mining operation. Some abandoned vehicles and stuff. And then just kind of like the remnants of a trail coming up here to where the mining operation was. And then again, you have more buildings, abandoned vehicles, things like that. Over here, this is where you kind of had the entrance and stuff, but they blocked it off with the rocks because they flooded themselves out. And that's about as much of a story as I can come up with for my games and maps. I could probably come up with more if I sat here thinking about it. So I really, really thought that was great, Drackart. Yeah, if anybody missed it, he had a great video come up, and you should totally check it out. It has good story behind it and everything. Zukaboa, dude, what is up? Welcome. So right now we're just, I was telling everybody about this little dead track area here and complimenting Drackart on the story, because the most story I can come up with is building a map. And so right now let's get this finished up. Get this tied back into the line here. Perfect. As you can see, this track, if for anybody who missed it, is one solid line on itself. It goes in and out over there. It doesn't connect to anything else, so they're basically going to come in, pick up, and then leave and go back. That's the way I imagine that works. So Josh. Did I see Chef Josh? It's Chef Josh Farms even. That's his new channel, everybody. I was talking about that. You got to go check out Chef Josh Farms. He's been doing a lot of cool farming videos over there. Or he's going to start doing some cool ones over there. He's been doing some cool ones on his other channel, Chef Josh Plays, but he wants to kind of focus on the farming, and I highly recommend checking out his new channel. So, all right, we've got the train station set up. They can finally get the cargo in and out. It's connected to the area over here, so everybody can. And I see, like I said, I didn't want to connect any of the roads in up there. I wanted the traffic going through there specifically to go to the train station and not be bothered by other traffic. Jeeves, take the wheel. So because of that, I have another plan that we're going to put in a industry-only on-ramp, off-ramp over here, just kind of where these trees are. And we're going to do that, but first, we got to take care of the need for housing right now. That is like our biggest deal. So what I want to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm going to upgrade this road because this needs to change. This is how you come into the city. And as the city grows, the city needs to change. So we're going to change this around. We're going to get some businesses in here. We're going to upgrade this to a 3-lane road. We're going to... Basically, all the homes are going to sell is the idea behind it. There's the story. The homes are selling. They're going to become businesses now and stuff. That happens a lot here in Oregon. You'll see actually people take the house itself and just flip it into a business, and you'll have a house there one day, and then next week it's a attorney's office. So we're going to bring that out. Pardon me. We're going to upgrade this road to a 3-lane because this one is going to do something spectacular in a little bit too. It's going to cross the freeway here, and we're going to get more city expansion on this side with that, and that's going to become a main road for that. I am really enjoying the remastered, man. It is really, really good. Did I see Raid Kitty? Oh my gosh, welcome Raid Kitty. Thanks for joining. Yeah, the remastered's pretty cool. Like I was saying, I really wish that we could have had more of the DLC, but I'm not going to complain about that because the game looks really good, and we're going to get the DLC soon enough. I mean, so what's the point in complaining? I know that they, like I was saying earlier, they got some new stuff coming, and it'll probably be for the PlayStation 4 version before this, and I'm excited to see what it is. Let's see, I need to change the roads up. Let's go with this. $90 degrees across. Boom. Now let's add in some neighborhood roads. Let's get a little fancy and give them some trees. Make sure it's all that set up. Okay. Now let's see. Oh, did I go too far? I might have. Hold on. I gotta double check something here really quick because the plan is to go over these train tracks. So if I messed up this road, I need to move it. So give me just a second. Well, fancy roads are we building today? Well, we're going to get these fancy little roads for a kind of a new home area here. We're going to put a park in the center of it. You know how I love my parks. And but I want to make sure I didn't mess up this road here because hey, Ford Driven, thanks for coming. Yes, we are back in Foosha, so I want to make sure that this road does exactly what I want it to do. I need it to go over these train tracks, so we're going to have this pop up here, there, and then I want it to go across. Let's see. Let's make sure it's kind of centered, and then the next one can be as close to the tracks as possible. That can be right the center there. And then this, and we're going to drop down into our downward slope. Make sure that's nice and pretty. And now we can do the same over here. Actually, I'm going to bring this out. I think what I want to do is bridge it out so I can make a road come underneath this. That'll look kind of cool, I think. No, you know what? We're not. We're not going to do that. I'm going to go with my original plans and just bridge it down. Connect in. Now let's see where we were. Oh, I was slightly off. Darn. See, I knew I needed to check that. Good thing I did. And there we go. Now I can build this properly, because that would have made it... Hey, Ryan, welcome. It would have made it a little hard to build the park in the center here. So, straight. Let's choose the proper roads here. I wanted trees. I'm going to come straight down. We're going to do the same here. It's 54. There we go. Now, let's see. I got to make sure I do this right. I think it was one space. I did practice this, but I only practiced it once. So one space. Let's go ahead and add in the park. This big one is what I want. Perfect. All right, it did work out. 2 spots on each side. And now we're going to go and add in the road. Nope. There we go. Just like that. And we can come across. I'm going to mirror that just slightly and then bring it down. Come over here. I came up with this little area earlier. I wanted, you know, I got to start getting creative with the city here, for one, right? Thanks, Spuds. Appreciate that. I'll never be offended. You know, there is a video a while back where I talked about the story of it. It was originally because I was thinking about being political, and then I changed my mind and was like, you know what? Let's not make people hate me and hate other people. So let's have fun. And then we'll just have fun with the name. So, like, you can see some of the videos. I'll come up with names that are pretty offensive, but I just don't say words and stuff, or try not to, at least. So what I want to do now that we have that in there, let's go ahead and plan this area out properly before we let anybody plop any housing in. So we need, first of all, obviously water. Oops. Let's make sure everybody gets their water lines. Right now I don't have to change anything because it's all gridded, so I can just go straight with all my water. Yeah, there's even the joke with Grottle's middle finger, huh? Alright, so we'll do that. Oops, I missed something there. Let's see. And it looks like I need to add a little more in over here. Just to make sure everybody has water. And because it will screw with my OCD, we are going to connect that line in. Just like that. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. I might say words. Oh, let's go ahead and bring the water lines across the park there because we need to make sure that's good. And one more spot. So, I had a theory that they were testing out code or whatever for City Skylines 2 when they first put out Remastered. Why will you not work for me? There we go. And I kind of feel like I was partially right, because this is built on the Unity engine. The new City Skylines 2 is built on Unity engine. And the graphics on this are downright amazing compared to the PlayStation 4 version. I mean, look at the field of depth as it goes down the street. It looks really good. I mean, I know it blurs out back there, but it's so that they can give you the fine details right here with the houses. You see the roofing. You see, their little garden up there on the roof, and you can actually see like kind of individual little dots in there, and it's not just a blur. And I believe on PlayStation that would have been kind of blurry and stuff. I mean, you can almost see like individual garbage on top of that little beat up van down there. Looks like some rednecks flipped it and decided to bring it home and live in it. And that's probably like a tarp that's wasting away in the sun there. I have neighbors like that. So, like I said, I kind of hope that this is where it's going with the Unity engine towards, I mean, hopefully better, obviously, than this. But I feel that, like, the Unity engine was being, you know, worked up, and they decided to kind of do this with it. And oh, rednecks. If I could take some pictures of the areas around me and show, actually, I should. There's, like, lots of good redneck areas around here. There's, like, a house that burnt down a few miles that way, or not a house, but a property that burnt down, and they're like, now that the property's burnt down, you just see burnt down vehicles all over the property, just everywhere. RVs, cars, vans, and then like, oh, you feel bad for the environment around there because you know that place was disgusting. It's probably good that it burned. Did I read somewhere that there's a problems with 25 tiles and saves the game? Well, let me reread this. Did I read somewhere there's a problem with 25 tiles and save game over so many megabytes on Remastered? I don't know. I know they said there was going to be some issues as far as, like, you know, they said to expect some issues. So I'm thinking these are things that they're hoping flush themselves out, and then they can probably update later on and stuff like that. Let me get back to actually building here because I feel like I should. Let's put this here. I have an idea for the school. Actually, no, you know what? I want the school right here. I'm going to put another school over here so that the elementary schools cover the area. City Skylines since 2015 was built on Unity. The remaster is just the graphics that we get on the PC as well. Yeah, you know, I see what you're saying there, Drakkar. I was just kind of saying, it was kind of my thoughts that, like, maybe they were testing some stuff out that they were going to, like, I didn't even have any idea City Skylines 2 was coming when I made that thought, or that theory, and I was just wondering if they were testing things out for the console version of City Skylines 2 or something like that, and so hopefully that is the case, and we'll see what happens. I want to put the high school, I think I want to put the high school here because it covers the whole area. I can do something in the back here. Welcome, Sim Life. Thanks for stopping in. Because with that school, I want to throw this next to it. I love doing like little basketball court. Oh, it's not gonna let me put it in there. We're gonna make this like a whole area for the school right here. We'll give them a tennis court, a basketball court. Alright, we'll leave that. Now we can come back over here. Whoops, not that. I need to double check. Do we have healthcare in the area? It's kind of covered, but since we're starting a new area down here, we'll go ahead and add in a hospital. And definitely going to add in that and that. Like that. Alright. A sauna, why not? Let's enjoy a sauna in this neighborhood. Let's give it to where to cover a lot more people and put it in right there. You're going to see what I'm going to do with this park in a second. I'm going to do a couple things with that. So because of the park, I'm going to add in the community pool right here. Just kind of outside of the park. Alex plays a game. Thanks for stopping in. And then the yoga garden I want to put over here. And then, where is it? Oh, I remember what I was doing in my test. I was going to put in the community pool. There we go. Right there. So I'm setting it, I know that needs electricity. I'm going to pause this. Why? Because they're going to all start complaining about electricity here until I get some stuff connected in. Because now let's go with the elder care. And I wanted to put that right across from the park. I figured this is probably like a good thing to do. They can cross the street, enjoy themselves in the park. The pool is right there. Wait, did I add in 2 pools? I did. This was not right. That's not where I want that one. I have something else put there. That is actually just what this is the regular park, one of the vanilla parks, and then I'm going to just kind of add to it and make this whole area like a little center area here. I think that's actually probably what I'm going to do for now with everything. And now what I'm going to do is come over here. Oops, not that. I'll show you guys what I was going to, my plans are here. So this park gives you the ability, oops, to attach to many different points, if you didn't know that. And what I like to do is utilize those points for trails. Actually, let's move. Oh, that's fine. Oops. And once we get the Parks DLC, to where I can, like, or other DLC where I can build, like, area, like, if you've paid attention to the parks I build on the PlayStation 4 version, I totally love using a lot of the stuff out of the DLCs, and so this is just a real basic version of what I can do, to be honest. So, next, because the area is mostly palm trees, I want to add in a few trees. And that'll actually help to green up the land around the park here. See how it's kind of brownish in the grass? So notice how you add trees here and this just starts getting nice and green. Don't want to do too many because I'm going to add in, let's go ahead and like do that. I'm going to add in these other ones. Hey, take it easy, Zukubo. You go have yourself a nice night with your lady. And thanks for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it. I really do. Alright, we're going to add a few of these. Now we come over here, get that one, the date palm. I'm just going to add in a couple more of these. Just so it's spiced up in the park. It's not all the same tree. One thing I wish they would let us do, like, you know how you could change the trees here on the streets? I wish you could do that in the parks. That would be awesome. So now that we did that, it greened up the park a little bit. Now we can come in here and we're going to go into this section. And this is something I enjoy. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and see. Where's a good spot? I think right here. It's shady at certain points in the day. This is probably midday right now. And we can fence this little area in for children to play in. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. Do this. I like that it gives me the change of the ground there. So it looks like, you know, kids are playing in there and stuff like that. Let's see. I don't want to go. I wish I could get a little bit closer so I could. There we go. Now I'm going to take this one. Do that. And like I said, I don't have, oh wait, I do have access to this. So we're going to go ahead and throw a sandbox in over here. And, alright. Nope, I don't need anything else from there. My second cup. Let's go ahead and give the parents and guardians places to sit and watch the children as they play. We don't need anything happening to the kids. Yeah, totally makes me sad too, because I worked yesterday. I might be getting a little too close with that right there, but I think I'm going to stop. That's enough of those. Because I want to add in... Oh, wrong spot. some fencing. There we go, park fence. So let's go with straight, but I need to turn off all this stuff. That way the children are protected. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't connect. There we go. That way there's an opening to get in there. Perfect, like that. Right where parents would be sitting and watching. I like that. I like that a lot. So let's go ahead and add in some trash cans. Let's go with this one because it's trash and recycling. So now we have our children's part of the park. Kind of expands everything out. This is some of the other stuff I like to do to just make these look better. Now we can come in here, add a couple of tables. So now people have areas for picnics. I can come back later on when I get the updates, and I can add like when was it Modern City Center? Oh no, I can't remember. Anyway, when I get one of the updates, the DLCs, I can add like barbecue grills to this and stuff like that. So this side, however, I want to do this. Just like that. Then because it's kind of separate, let's pretend that these, here we go. I like to pretend that these tables, when I add them into parks, like have you ever seen in a park where they have like tables for people to play chess on and stuff like that, chess and checkers? So I like to imagine that those are tables for chess and checkers, and so I'll put them in on parks so that people have the area to go and play. Andre Mole. Alright, I don't know how to say that. I really hope I'm not killing your name there, Andre, but thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Alright, so let's see here. We've got this side, a couple of tables. I don't want to, it looks kind of bare, so let's go ahead and add, let's go look at this side really quick. Oh, you know what? There is a checkers table right there, but I don't know if I can use those. I guess I can, but let's go ahead. You know, I know I can add this in. There we go. That works. That works. We got a nice little park here. Let's go ahead and hit power because I think power will jump across from that neighborhood to the elderly folks' home, and that should feed everybody else. And we can start putting housing in now. I feel that this neighborhood has properly been built out. We have pretty much all the services. The only service I don't think we have in the area, we're going to actually put some buses in the area and stuff too. Yeah, just like I thought. This area here kind of should have some policing, and we'll go ahead and throw in a fire department over here on the main road. Instructions unclear. And that looks good to me. Let's go ahead and go back to this. We're going to create a district here. Clean up that edge in just a moment. And just kind of clean this up so it doesn't mess with our other neighborhoods there. Shouldn't really have to worry too much about this side, but it'll take just a second, half a second. Boom! There we go. Alright, Vermont Square. Sounds okay to me. Also the bell button. Donnie is a sneaky kind of charmer. It starts the streams before it's time. Sometimes. Thank you. I actually just got out of the shower this morning. I jumped up and it was just really early this morning. I was tired and I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump in the shower, and I just went through my whole process this morning with oil and everything else. So, all right. So that's perfect. We're going to do this. I like having that on my newer setups, and let's double check modern city center and recycling. Education boost for this neighborhood. Go ahead and have a recreational use. Recycle plastic. Park maintenance boost. And let's go ahead and give them free Wi-Fi. Why not? And then we'll come over here, high-tech housing, and encourage biking. So we have that. I think I could finally say this neighborhood is perfectly built, and we can go ahead and add in our housing. There are some spots that are going to look weird like that, obviously. We can fix that. Then some of them are going to want to touch into areas I want businesses, so I could going to have to watch that, like that, where it fills the whole box. I don't want to do that. So I'll come back to that. Let's do this. Oh, and so the elementary schools, I put them where I did because I want to kind of do what I did with, or like, oh wait, I didn't want housing there. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm taking the houses away. Sorry. I don't want housing there, but there is fine. Okay. So sorry about that. So sorry. I wanted to build a school there. I'm going to put housing there, though. So let's go ahead and select. And select. And select. Alright, I think that'll work. That'll work. No. People, stop that. You're gonna force me to be mean? You're gonna force me to do that? Commercial around the town square? Kind of. No, I mean, I want housing around here. This is more of a housing, like, you know, just a little area for the housing in general for the neighborhood to get together and stuff like that. I like to build my commercial like this. I like to come out here, yeah, and just, I don't want to fill the whole thing up right now, but technically, like, okay, for there and there, that'll be commercial. I'll shorten that up and make this commercial. And just kind of start this area up since I need a little bit. But the idea is I like to kind of go the outsides of places. Like right here, this can be commercial. This can be commercial. Right in here, stuff like that. Then I can also add in, depending on what I'm doing with the city, if it's high-rise or not, I can add in like office zoning and stuff like that too. Make it easier for people to get to work and things like that. Oh, they definitely want people over there. So we have all this neighborhood building, and they're going to want a lot more houses really, really quick here. So that should be taken care of really fast. But guarantee that's not going to take care of the problem. So we're going to go ahead and finish up what I was talking about earlier, and that was... Oh, you know what? I don't want to do a bridge there. I would rather do a tunnel. I think it'll look nice. Doesn't have to be totally customized tunnel or anything, just this. Yes, that is part of the idea of what is going on right here. This is going to have pathways going to the industrial area. In fact, this street needs to be extended. You know what? It's going to fill up with housing really quick, but let's go ahead and get this connected up. You're totally right about that. So, let's extend this street. Oh, that was not the way I planned that. we go. And that's more or less for them to just travel over there, not for trucks. I mean, trucks will travel that way too, but they have been traveling this way. Ever since I gave them the 6th lane, they've been going this way a lot more. But that's about to get messed with too. Like I said, we're going to put that's going to have its own on-ramp and off-ramp. Let's see, it's 1:14. Still got a little time here. So now that that's building up, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring in, let's do this. I've seen people do that too, where they'll change that title up for some odd reason, yeah. Okay. I think this is where I want this, yep. Boom. Actually, nope, I messed that up. Right there, I'm going to extend that. This actually is going to continue to extend. Let's see. I want that there on purpose. I'll show you why in a second here. I need this back. I want both. Hey, aw, man, why did you do that? There we go. I want those nodes there specifically. Thank you. Now we cross the train track. And we go with freeform. Right, I had it. I had it right there. Shows a new video with title to new people that might suit better. Oh, that's an interesting theory on that. Never thought about changing the title of a video because of that, like sticking it. Because I have seen people where they'll change the title and everything. That is. Okay, since we don't have this built up yet, we're going to leave it the way it is. Let's come over here and. We're going to start with, hey, don't do that. Oh, shoot. Hopefully this doesn't, alright, never mind. No, come on, there we go. Oh, it is hitting the bridge. Darn it. Alright. Just forward. Just one step. Just one step. There we go. You don't like that? You don't like that. It doesn't like that. Alright. Another step. There we go. Alrighty. Now... Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and change the elevation. Change that. Alright, and we'll try again. Nope, straight. I found it. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Alex Plays the Game. I'll see you next time. Appreciate it. Enjoy your dinner. Alright, I have to start this down here. I found that using the straight tool will give you the best 45s off of the highways like that. And then you can go back to like I'm doing here. where I'm using this. Now we can fix that. Beautiful. What do y'all think of that trumpet? Little squiggly lines, I guess. But hey, good for using the freeform tool, I guess. I'll come here and I'll make it a little pretty later, like this. Check this out. I came in and I beautified this area over here. I added some dirt and everything like that. Did a bunch of rocks and bushes and stuff. I just really wanted this to look good. I came over here, did the same on this side. Added in a slip lane to come over here so that people don't have to cross over. So that's kind of what's going on over here. You'll see this in just a sec. Take form in just a second here. Oh wait, I was on the right one. You need the straight tool again now. Then now we'll go back to no. Go where I need you to go. What are you doing? I am pretty darn sure I selected that line. You know what? Let's do this. This probably will work better. In fact, this will probably work better. Nope. That's not going to help now. But we go from freeform into curved. How does that look? Oh, we got to fix that. All right. That is not too janky at all. And I think even Jake Gemsen would approve of the grade there. So let's go ahead and go with that. We're going to try to attempt that. Oh. Yeah, the name comes, like I said earlier, it's just, I kind of joke around with it now, you know. I try to actually be a really good guy on here and stuff like that and kind of go against what my name is on here, so. But I'll name some stuff that you'll kind of look at and be like, hey, wait a minute, that was, like one of my other streams, I have the Farquads University for Common Knowledge. Short is FUCK. So let's see here. We're going to go with... Oh, I need the straight line because I need to come off the freeway here. And we'll go with freeform. Like that. Now let's go with the curve tool. And that should get us properly up there. Let's change everything. Oops. You know, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I was thinking about putting a slip lane on that, but there really doesn't need to be. Because otherwise they're just changing direction on the freeway with the slip lane, to be honest. So I think I'm going to go with that. Just leave that alone. Because that's kind of a pain in the butt. Hey, look, a ship. Yeah, the snapping, I need it for some of these things, but I do use, like, a lot of times I'll turn off snapping for a lot of stuff. Let's see. Now what I need to do is, let's pause this, take that out. Oh, I didn't mean to take it out so far. This is going to get... Wait, what am I doing here? This... in, there we go, just like that. Let's do that. Now we'll do this. All right, get this connected back in. That gets the town connected back. We can utilize this property somehow with office space or something like that. Yeah, my whole goal here has been achieved, and that was to make sure that the industries could get themselves in and out to the freeway. They didn't have to travel through town for that reason. The only ones coming into town are going to be the vehicles feeding the town their sources, you know, stuff for the buildings, the stores, and everything. That's the only vehicles I want traveling into town from the industries area. That's why we put this here. That's why we put this here. And, like, I basically want to separate it out from everything, but still include it. And that's why we have these roads coming in right here. Oh, we got a train coming through. Nice. Yeah, simple trumpets do work out great, and you can even have a little fun with them like I did here, putting in the slip lane. And this side I did it because I figure, like, this is the only on and off ramp on this entire freeway, as you can see. So if somebody needs to turn around, they don't have to go through town. Clean shirt, new shoes, and I don't know where I'm going to. Trumpets are the better bread and butter. Oh, man. All right. So that is taken care of. That's looking good. We have taken care of our housing needs. That's looking good. These have all shut up mostly about needing people for work. So because of that, let's make it easier for people to get to work. I should have a bus station right there. Oops. So we're going to get our... create a line. We're going to get one, our first one going, and that's going to go through here. Let's see. Nope, I did that wrong. Oh, don't be disappointed. I just want a couple of stops. Let's see. We're going to come back. This is all getting changed to businesses, so this is fine. And we'll come back into here. There we go. This is what I wanted to do. Like this. That way the bus went through the industry area. I don't think we need any more stops. And we'll just complete our line. Now, we'll start a new line. Let's see here. We're just going to do a couple of outside lines for now. I don't want to... We'll do the mini buses and stuff like that and have like a, school buses and stuff. Because that then does the transport over to the other side where the buses distribute them again. Okay, I'd highly advise to use the buses just locally feeding into something with a higher capacity that then does the transport over to the other areas where buses distribute them again. So kind of like the buses would take everybody to like a tram or something of that sort, like the metro or a train or something, tram, metro, train, something like that, and then take them to monorail, for instance, another thing, and then go back to another bus line. Is that what you're saying? No heavy vehicle ban in district. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Like metro, train. With how small the city is at the moment, would that work properly? Okay. So like, let's see here. Monorail would be too much right now, I think. So it'd be like, okay, wait a minute. Okay. I think I get what you're saying. I think I get this. Let's click on this. And get rid of that. Oh, everybody's sad at me now. And we'll go with this. So do something like... So kind of have buses in here that connect in. Like little bus lines, about 4 to 7 stations, and one of them being something like a tram at least. Okay. So... Let's consider, this is going to take a little bit of thinking then, because then, so we probably shouldn't get right into this right now then, because this will take some time. So let me ask some advice though real quick. So should I take and change like Meadow Avenue here, or possibly Hickory into trams that lead over to here, and then a bus line oh. I know the trams can go on their own little stuff. Okay. Alright. I'm going to think about this. This is going to get a lot of thinking from me, because this is, yeah, it's a great idea. Doing the trams, using kind of a mixture. Drakkart is a genius, and we definitely need to listen to this guy. He's given me some great advice before. That's why we're going to be able to fix our other city because of the Meadow, I'd say. In here? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to think this over. I'm going to go through some ideas and make sure we come up with some stuff that works. And I think this is where we're going to call the stream for the day. We've done an hour today. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. I really appreciate it. But with this type of... thinking, well, you know what, before we get out of here, he said in the Meadow area, so alright, no, I gotta think about this, so we're gonna call it, guys. I appreciate it. You definitely are awesome for showing up and sticking through, and even everybody that had to take off for dinner or any other thing they need to go. I mean, I appreciate everybody stopping by, and thanks so much. Today we got the train station in over here. We got this interchange, or this just kind of set up over here, the on and off ramp for industry to just kind of do their own thing and stay away from the town. So the only vehicles going through town are necessary. We got this really nice neighborhood with their park going over here. As you guys know, I love building my parks. This is a basic version of stuff I like to do. Yeah, chat was fun, wasn't it? And got this great neighborhood. So guys, I appreciate it. You are awesome. You guys just thank you again. I will see you next week. Do you have a couple videos coming, a couple things I did come up with in Test City that I just thought would be great to share with everybody. So look for those, and I will see you all next week. The thing is, buses are the easiest to turn into a profit for that work, so you need to offer transportation into every other part of the city, and that can be best accomplished by Metro Rail. Oh, okay. So we're gonna think on this. We're gonna come back to this city when next time we come back to Foosha. We're gonna be looking at that. We might change things up and come back to Foosha in the next week or two and do this. But until then, I'll let you all know on the on my channel here. And you guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Actually, a great week because it's the beginning of the week. All right. Everybody's still going in the chat here. Oh, you showed up. Thanks. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. I didn't notice you earlier. Hey, guys. Thanks again. And